So you already know I have a fetish about black reels. These are my favorite baitcast reels, even though they're not the most expensive. This is Daiwa Ryoga shrapnel. I have a very detailed review on these. This is Shimano X-Sense. Detailed review on this one too, if you're interested. This one saw a lot of use this summer. This one I just reviewed. I've caught literally only one fish on this one, Daiwa Eliminator. This one is the cheapest of them all and has some gray color that's almost like blemish on this otherwise beautiful reel. But the last weekend I went to Cabela's to buy my first ever 13 fishing reel, which is the Prototype X spinning reel. I mean, it looked just drop dead gorgeous on these pictures online. But I went to Cabela's, I played with the reel for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. I was on the edge, and at the end I didn't buy that reel. And if you want to find out why, watch this video until the end. I'm gonna have the unboxing and then I'll tell you why I didn't buy the 13 fishing. What I did end up buying instead, well, it wasn't instead, it was quite spontaneously. Somebody tipped me on a pretty good deal, in my opinion, that Japan Tackle had about, well, they have a deal about most of their reels, but they are brand new Daiwa Ryogas, the 2018 model that just came out. Okay, the hyper mesh gears, you know, they are Ryogas. They're not shrapnel. They're the regular Ryogas, but they are black in color, and they already have a deal on these. This is kind of confusing, but anyway, the reel on Japan Tackle was $388 before the EMS shipping. You know, I went even on eBay to check, and even on eBay the cheapest I found was $450, so looked like the deal is legitimate. The deal is still on. If anybody is interested in this reel, the deal is still on. You can go to Japan Tackle, find the reel, find this model, and you can still buy it for $388 plus shipping. By the way, I bought this on December 1st. Today is December 7th. It is already at my door. This is not a review of the reel. I don't have time to make the review. I want to just, you know, show you the reel and say where and how I bought it. Then I'm gonna take a couple of days to play with the reel to compare with my other Ryogas. These two shrapnels here and these two bait jigging. So what I'm gonna do today is just open the reel, show you what's in the box, inspect it for defects. You know, one of the reasons I prefer not to buy from eBay, you probably seen my video, but the reels had some noises. I had to submit claims, mail all the way back to Japan, wait 1 month until they receive it, and then I finally got my money back, and this happened twice. But it's very unpleasant, and I prefer to not deal with eBay, because I don't think the cheapest reels on eBay are the same thing you would buy from a reputable Daiwa dealer, which Japan Tackle is. So let's open this thing and inspect it together, and hopefully we don't find any noises. Man, I can hear noises in all my reels, and but I can tell what is a normal noise and what isn't. I'm a little bit nervous because nobody wants to ship back to Japan. I know Japan Tackle is not gonna leave me stranded and will replace everything, but who wants to do this? Good packaging here. Japan Tackle, like I said. Oh, this is nice. This can go on my boat. Very well packaged, I have to say. Perfect box size. Sorry I don't have a fancy knife like everybody else for these unboxings. Alright. Are we gonna find any noises here? Let me close the door because when I inspect the reel, I want to make sure the garage is perfectly quiet. Already ripped one bag. We have what appears to be a fleece Daiwa bag. Pretty good Daiwa bag. I've never used a reel bag in my life. I still keep all of them for when I sell them. Oh, look at this. I think this is a rubber reel foot seat. Never used one of these. I've never seen one of these. The paperwork, I know you don't care about this, right? What else is in the box? Nothing. No keys, no oils, and the usual paperwork that nobody reads. I sometimes read it because I open the reels and after I open them I can't put them back together. Man, look at the colors. The color and the gearbox looks lifted straight from the shrapnel. But we are not doing a review right now, okay? I'm not gonna do the review without, having spent some time comparing everything. So right now I just want to inspect the reel for cosmetic has it been touched? Okay, I don't see any scratches. That's good. Okay, moment of truth. Noises. No noises. Yes! This is the drag sound. Oh, this one is not adjustable. Okay, everything looks good so far. So everything is fine with the reel, no blemish, no noises of any kind. It's actually strange. I don't want to do a review, but this is probably the quietest reel I have ever held in my hand. All reels, even when they're perfectly quiet, they have some natural noise from the contact of the gears. I don't know what they put between the gears, but this one operates completely silently. But anyway, this is going to be a part of the review. To make sure you're going to see the review, make sure you're subscribed. If you want to see the reviews for the other Ryogas, go check those first. That's enough in this video about this Daiwa. If you want to find out why I didn't buy the 13 Fishing Prototype X, hang on for a few more minutes of ranting. Otherwise, I will see you with the next video. Alright guys, so this is the reel that I tried to buy from Cabela's, and long list of features here, some of them quite funny, but you have to admit, in this picture it looks pretty sick. And that's why, I had a channel where I wanted to make the nice review. I was ready to pay the full price. There are no discounts, no holiday, special prices, nothing. I was ready to pay the full $200 for this reel. Now the first thing that I noticed when I grabbed the reel is it doesn't look as nice in person. This kind of rich, even though matte, but rich black color is not as rich, and it kind of looks plastic, and even to the feel of my, the skin of my fingers, it even feels a little bit plasticky. And then the spool doesn't have any porting here, which makes the spool look a little bit simple and therefore cheap. You're used to seeing some kind of detail on the spools of the expensive reels, even though it's not necessary. They always say the porting on the spool is done to increase airflow and drying and all of that crap. But the detail usually makes the reel look more expensive, and this reel in person is just not comparable to Daiwa or Shimano reels in this price range. Then when I spin the handle, there was further disappointment. For one, the gears inside this reel do not feel as smooth as any Daiwa LT reel, starting from the $50 Legalis LT or the Exceller LT. Those $50 and $60 reels feel significantly smoother than this reel, and same for the Shimano Sahara and Sedona, the newer ones that came out this year or last year, the newest ones with the Hagane gear. They feel smoother than this reel. And then aside from the feeling of smoothness, the other thing that I look in these small finesse reels is the resistance. The resistance when you turn the handle. Does the rotor feel turn very easy? The best reel that I know in this regard that is kind of affordable is the Daiwa Legalis LT. Not the Exceller, not the Fuego, definitely not the Ballistic LT or the Tatula LT. Those have a lot more resistance than the Legalis LT. This Daiwa Legalis LT is a gem that was never discovered, in my opinion. For crappie and trout fishing, it is just unmatched by anything under $200. But I digress again. But even the Shimano Sahara, $70 Shimano Sahara, or even the $60 Shimano Sedona, both of those have less resistance than this reel. I don't know if they put a lot of grease inside on the gears to make sure the gears are well protected, but when you turn the handle, there is significantly more resistance than the Daiwa LT reels or the Shimano Sahara and Sedona and the Nasky reels, which is all three are basically the same reel. What else? The weight of the reel that I tested, I don't see it here. I don't see the weight here, but on the box it's at 250 grams, which is comparable to the Shimano Sahara or Sedona of the same size. And by the way, Sedona and Sahara are $60 and $70. But the Daiwa LT reels of that size, the Legalis LT and Exceller LT, are 200 grams, significantly lighter. And this is a very small reel, by the way. It's hard to tell from the picture, but in the hand, it's a very small reel. So, this is gonna be a crappie, panfish, trout, maybe even small bass, this kind of reel. Weight is kind of important if you're gonna jig with this thing all day. The difference between 250 and 200 grams is significant in my opinion. Overall, my expectation is that this reel is gonna have very hard time selling. It simply cannot compete with the $60 reels from Daiwa and Shimano. I'm talking about Daiwa Legalis LT, Daiwa Exceller LT, and the Shimano Sahara and the Shimano Sedona. Well, not even to mention the huge differences in price. Difference, by the way, that is too much to be overcome with a discount. Imagine a 50% discount on this reel. So you can buy it for $100. I would still not recommend this reel for $100 if those $60 Daiwa and Shimano reels are available. Now you're going to notice that I'm not going to put the name of this reel anywhere in the description or the title of this video, even though this is kind of a mini review, because I don't want to rub some people the wrong way, and I don't want to draw traffic from the 13 fishing community. But I did want to give a heads up to the people who are subscribed to my channel that this is just my opinion. This reel is unfortunately, even though it looks so nice, it's not even close to the competition from Daiwa and Shimano.